Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, prepare your ear holes for the best wrestling part, the hard-hitting wrestling show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hard Hittin Wrestling Show. I'm Moving Muniz, and today we're going to be talking about the recap of what happened yesterday on Raw and what's going to happen in NXT and Smackdown throughout this week. All right. But first, breaking news that we heard earlier today, and it was officially reported by ESPN that WWE had stopped doing their taping due to the coronavirus. One of the superstars was tested positive for COVID-19. And many rumors are speculating that it's Mojo Rawley, but WWE has not made any official statement, nor did they put anything on their website as of yet to determine if it was actually Mojo Rawley. So if it was him or any other superstars, I just hope that they are treated and recover fastly, and I hope that everything's all set and then nobody else has caught on to the virus. So, but hey, we got a good show coming up, a takeaway. We're going to talk about what happened with Randy Orton and Christian, and along with Big Show, and also talk about what's happening with AJ Styles and who will be potentially his next opponent. So let's stay tuned. Check it out. Enjoy the show.
No. I just talked to Edge. This ain't cool. You're not doing this. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. Let it go. Whoa! Oh my God! No, with the punch.
Either way, Ray, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your comment.
I told you. Over. Seth Rollins. Dominic obviously made it, and he is assaulting the Monday Night Messiah.
Bryan have left in the tank. This is extra innings for these two. Styles top rope, phenomenal forearm. Here's the cover on Bryan for the championship. Styles is the Intercontinental Champion.
All right. Hello, everyone. Frank,
What's
Hector,
up?
Tyler.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome back, Big Jace.
Finally, Big Jace has come back to the hard-hitting wrestling show, baby.
Yeah. Hey, last week marked 1 year of our podcast. So, hey, even though you missed that milestone, it's all right, man. We'll celebrate it today, all right? So, happy anniversary to the HHW show. And I couldn't do it not only with you guys here in the panel, but everybody that's listening in and checking us out on live on Facebook and on YouTube. So thank you for everyone for their support. Hey, but let's kick it right in. On Raw, Randy Orton began the opening to talk about how he won his match against Edge. He was interrupted by Christian, who is Edge's best friend. Orton offered an unsanctioned match, assuming that Christian had one more match in him. Okay. But he was looking for advice. Actually, the advices were given to him. Started off with Big Show about what he would have done, and then Ric Flair trying to warn him not to wrestle Randy Orton. But unfortunately, he went in, and as you saw in the video, Ric Flair gave him a low blow when the match started, and then Randy Orton kicked him right in the head for the knockout. And got a 3 count there, 1, 2, 3, and that was a wrap. So this is a good takeaway with many takeaways that we'll be talking about on this show. But this is the very first one. And what can I say, man? Randy Orton, is the Legend Killer back? Is that what we're going to see now on with Randy Orton? What do you say, Hector?
I kind of got an issue with that, but it seems like that's what the route that they're going to go with is the Legend Killer himself coming back. I can understand it with Edge, in that scenario, but I do have an issue with that on Christian's side of him being the legend killer.
Why is that? Christian's a legend. He's an absolute.
Yeah, you're right. He's actually he is a legend, but Randy Orton did not put him out in a match, in a sanctioned match. He did not retire him, in a one-on-one straight up match. I mean, this was something we know that we're going to be talking about. It was more of a being a snake, to drive him into doing something. And so to me, that's not being a legend killer. Now,
it's in the name. It's the Viper. It's in the name.
Viper, yes, I can agree with the Viper name, but the legend killer, according to with Christian, I cannot swallow that.
Well,
I respect that. But I love it. I respect it.
Regardless if it's a match or not, he
Right.
called him out. Okay, Christian, whether it's pride or stupidity,
Both.
went out there. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna do it."
Big
So at the
mistake.
end of the day, they were both. Christian was in agreement. Okay, I'm gonna go after him. I'm gonna try to fight him. So
But it didn't even turn into that. That's my problem.
you're right.
You
You're
screwed
right.
up.
With Edge, it was a fight. With Edge,
Only
it was a
reason
fight, and he
that,
beat him.
that didn't happen was that Ric Flair did talk to Edge,
Right.
and he had said that before the match started, and Edge said, "Hey, don't wrestle,"
Right.
And Chris has been out of the game for so long. Randy Orton's been doing it all these years. You know what I mean? So he was not prepared to face Randy Orton, especially in an unsanctioned match where there's no rules whatsoever. All right. And that's why Ric Flair gave him a low blow. But I don't think Ric Flair expected Randy Orton to do what he did. So my next question is do you believe that Randy Orton is truly sorry for his brutal attack on Christian?
No. I think Jace probably agrees with us here, right? There's no way he's sorry. There's no way.
No. Enough of this legend killer talk. When it's a legend versus a legend, this is the Masters League of WWE right now. Old guys taking up the spotlight, taking away from the titles, which I won't get into right now. But no, obviously Randy is not sorry for this. He is the brand new Brock Lesnar while Brock Lesnar's off doing whatever his thing. Brock does what Brock wants. Now Randy's going to do what Randy wants. Doesn't matter who it is, what he has to do. He's going to do it, and he's going to kick your head off while doing it.
Awesome.
Well,
If he's full time, I'm here for it.
The difference between Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton is Brock is doing his thing outside the ring. Randy is doing whatever he wants inside the ring. So, and like he already stated yesterday, he doesn't need a championship belt to be the man in Monday Night Raw or any other brand in the WWE. So, but let's move forward. We talk about legends and stuff like that. Do we consider the Big Show a legend?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's next. In the words of Goldberg, you're next, Big Show. You better look out because Randy is definitely putting Big Show's head off of his shoulders.
To me, if Randy Orton could take out the Big Show the correct way in the ring in a wrestling match, instead of just this sneak attack or I'll help you out and punt him, if he could take out the Big Show that way, then yes, he is a legend killer. But if you're just going to get some help and then just punt him away, to me, that is not being a legend killer. I'm sorry.
Now, Hector, hasn't that always been his MO, though? Because it literally, for Randy Orton's whole career, it's been out of nowhere. He doesn't give you warning. There's no preface to any. It's just look out. Always be on the lookout for Randy Orton. And if you're not on the lookout for Randy Orton, he don't care. He's going to hit you anyways.
Yeah, I get that. I totally agree. But in a wrestling sanctioned match, if you take out a legend, then yes, you're a legend killer. Not just what he did last night against Christian. I'm sorry.
You want it to be fair and square. I see you.
Yes. And Ric Flair is a snake. Ric Flair was a snake, so you know that was going to come.
But does this mean?
Yes, Brooke.
Yes. After last night, does that mean though that he took out Christian? And to me, I see this as a tease, as Christian might have a comeback. He took out him for a little bit. Maybe we'll see what happens when Edge gets back. Who knows? I'd be down to see Edge and Christian reunite to go after a tag team title down the future. But this was just a sprinkle, a tease,
no,
something.
absolutely not. I disagree. I do not see Christian and Edge coming back. No, they had their moments a decade ago. I don't see it. I really don't.
I agree with you, Jace. This is the spark of Christian's one more time around before he retires for good.
One more time for what? So he could tell Vince, "Hey, put me in a Hall of Fame."
That's what everyone does. They come back to lose before they get put in the Hall. That's how it works. Come back to lose.
And honestly, I gotta say, I think this is a little bit of Undertaker's fault because of all these superstars who are in the Hall of Fame coming back because the Undertaker doesn't know how to hang it up and leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching all these documentaries and I'm an Undertaker fan, but I don't agree with you. Keep on hanging on to something that you don't need to be hanging on to. And then you're giving hope to all the other guys who's been not medically cleared to wrestle, and you're still trying to come back and fight, and you're going to mess up your reputation. And where is that leaving these next generation super?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Leave it alone and let these new ones start taking over.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with you there, but I wouldn't blame more on the Undertaker. I will blame more. You look at the story what Daniel Bryan had to go through, and he fought back, and that inspired Edge to come back. But Christian, he don't need to come back. That's the whole point. He doesn't need to be in the ring.
And then doesn't need to be in the ring either.
But let's focus on Christian right now. Let's focus on Christian right now. All right. Let's take away on the steps that Christian had done. He avoided the advices from everybody giving it to him, and look what happened. The end result. This can happen to anyone in reality. Am I right, Hector?
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I think that's what we have to look at. That sometimes when you love something so much, whether it be a business or whatever, it's like sometimes you just don't know when to put it away. And you always want to come back for one more time, not knowing the consequences. Or if you do know the consequences, you're just hoping that it won't happen that way. And I think that's what happened with Christian. He just taking it too far. Thinking
too big for his britches.
Yeah, thinking one more time is going to be okay. And it's not always going to be the case.
Well, I mean, Orton did come up to him. And even though Orton told him, dude, mind your own business pretty much. But yeah, Christian went on and on to defend the honor of Edge. But when he invited him for a fight, you got to know exactly. You got to pick your battles. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Christian failed to do, was pick his battles. And because his mindset was, damn, he just disrespected me in the middle of the ring. What am I going to do? You got to be the macho man and go up there and handle your business regardless of what happens. Or you're going to be smart and be like, yo, you know what? I got you later. Save it for another day and just walk away. And that's what's a lot of there's the biggest problem in the society today is people fail to walk away. They always want to do something just to make a statement. And for what? What's worth it?
Yeah, everyone wants the last word. Everyone wants the last punch. When sometimes silence and walking away can do a lot more than what you can do in person. So,
yeah, Christian could have been the bigger man and just walk away. He knew his conditions. It'd just be a bigger man and walk away.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
but I also love that he got his head kicked off of his shoulders. So I mean, I'm not. So I'm kind of happy he went back because I love this. I love this Randy Orton.
This business was built Randy on Orton. Not walking away, going back, turning around, punching someone in the face.
Ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression, exactly.
Hey, the difference between ruthless aggression was John Cena smacked Kurt Angle. So if you get smacked,
John Cena was also 20 years old.
We're talking about listening and egos and all that stuff. Let's switch it to Apollo Crews. So Apollo Crews is United States champion. MVP had a conversation with him trying to say, hey, you know what? I can make you a better champion and stuff like that. But Apollo Crews, he didn't want to have nothing to do with MVP. He did fight Shelton Benjamin. He got a win, but it was a dirty win. I've never seen a good guy playing dirty, especially Apollo Crews caliber. All right. But at the end, MVP did go up to Shelton Benjamin and it's like, hey, if you're with me, I get you another shot for that United States title. So could we see a brand new United States champion next week on Raw?
I hate this angle, man, because as much as I like MVP and I've always been an MVP fan, he's doing the like, oh, you don't want to work with me? Well, I'm going to go to the next best guy. He did it with Lashley because he wanted to be with Drew, and Drew gave him a Claymore, so then he went to Lashley, and now he wanted to be with Apollo, but Apollo didn't want him, so he's going to Shelton Benjamin. It's a good heel angle. I hate it, and I know it's going to come to bite me because all my favorite champions are going to get screwed by MVP's faction. So I don't know. What is Brooke saying over here?
Look, I agree with Brooke.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Brooke says a win is a win. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And you know what? Sometimes that's very freaking true.
I'm going to have to disagree with that.
Wait. If you look at
I'm
the
going to
match,
disagree, though. It's the truth. If you didn't get caught, then you continue doing what you're doing.
if you look at the match, Shelton Benjamin had his foot on the ropes as he pinned him, right?
Right. That's true. That's true.
So you know what? Payback. That's how I'm going to say. Payback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. So let's answer this question. Does MVP have the best interest in Bobby Lashley?
Yes. Much better than Lana.
Exactly. Much better than Lana.
I would say yes, only because he's going after Shelton Benjamin. If it wasn't for that, I would say no.
Well, I don't know if he has the best interest for Bobby. I think he's got the best interest for himself. Managing a champion is all good, but look how he wrangled in the 24/7 championship to get put on his shoulders in the tag team match. I don't know. I do agree with the statement that he does have the best stuff, the best interest, but than Lana. But, I mean, the whole Lana Bobby stuff was a mess from the get-go. Now, this does have some intrigue. This could lead to something down the road. But right now, I don't know. He's definitely looking out for himself. Like, if he had the best interest for Bobby, he wouldn't be going to Apollo. He wouldn't be going to Shelton.
Well, I mean, look at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman had two of the biggest names on the roster in CM Punk and Brock Lesnar at the same time, and he got both of them championship opportunities. So maybe MVP can get to that caliber, and I got to give him credit. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching him manage because he's great on the mic, and he's been doing a good job getting his guys into matches where they need to be. So I think he could. I think he does have their best interest in mind right now. But once he starts getting a taste of gold, we'll see if that stands.
But also, I also think this MVP stuff is shining a brighter light on what the WWE has become right now. I think they really need a faction, and we've talked about this ever since day one, a year ago when we started this podcast, Ovi. We talked about factions, but they went from the Zelina, Vega, Umberto, and that faction now to looking for MVP. So is it just going to be a flavor of the month type thing? Is this going to last? I don't know. I hope so.
I hope so. Me too.
Definitely better than Zelina, Andrade, and Angel
Umberto
Garza.
and Angel, and yeah.
But I do like this right now. I like how it's going, but I don't know if it'll last.
I was wondering if the Latinos were going to get together and be like the old school LWO. Man, that would have been nice to have them versus the Messiah. But if you want to talk about faction, I'm going to tell you right this. Once Karrion Kross from NXT finish off Adam Cole, you're going to see the Undisputed Era going on Monday Night Raw and cause all kind of ruckus. And you can see them versus the Messiah. And then you're going to see the whole thing all over again when the Undisputed Era takes all the gold at Monday Night Raw.
Can't wait.
That is my prediction.
You're talking about all the gold, but if MVP gets Shelton Benjamin and gets that U.S. title, then that's going to be another faction that they're going to have to deal with.
I'm all for that.
So MVP's creating the stepping stone faction for the Undisputed Era. Is that what I'm hearing?
So these are going to be who the Undisputed Era defeats. So we need two more.
So it's not going to last. That's
who's he going to get? The Street Profits that come in as the tag team champions, and then there's their 4 titles right there, and that's who the Undisputed Era goes after.
I don't know about the Street Profits. They're at another angle right now with the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, right now.
And the Ninjas.
The Viper Raiders. Oh,
it's so bad.
The Viking Raiders. Viking Profits.
Viking Profits. I mean, look, I'm sorry, but that gimmick I was laughing at some
No,
points.
it's all bad.
Then it was like, what happened to the actual tag team titles? I mean, the Viking Raiders deserve to be title holders about now.
Yes.
And I don't understand why they're delaying the process. And I can't,
Ninjas.
being the champion, I don't even want to wear the belt because I haven't even beaten the Viking Raiders. You see what I'm saying? So why wear the belts around your waist? I just don't understand it.
No, there's nothing to understand with this segment. It's Vince going, ha 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 ha, look, ninjas, ha ha. And it's just, it's so bad. And then who's that in the front? Is that Funaki who's leading them around all over the place? Who's just who's constant? God, I hate it, man.
It's a good gimmick, Akira Tozawa, to be in a segment like this.
But what's he doing?
Let's show some more faces. I mean, you got commentators say, "Well, Ninja 1 and Ninja 2." I mean, I was already confused. I'm like, which one's 1 and 2? I don't know. And who's this big 7 feet tall guy?
Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
I've heard that too. It was all over social media. Hey, Shaquille O'Neal's back. It's not him.
It's not Shaquille O'Neal. No.
But then the Big Show came out of nowhere, and I thought we was gonna have the Twin Towers go at it, and they never did. They just walked away. So I'm like, okay, what exactly are they gonna do here? The
Takes off his mask. It's the Great Khali.
Money in the Bank match on Friday. That was from Nelson Padilla. Well, my friend, let me tell you that the last time it was a one-on-one match, the Viking Raiders did beat the Street Profits, and the Street Profits has never, ever in their career, even in NXT, have defeated the Viking Raiders or the War Raiders, as they were called. So that's the why I say, they shouldn't be title holders, but they are. The question is, when are they going to give it up, or when are they going to actually have a traditional 2-on-2 match?
I think on Monday they're having it though.
And maybe, but like last week, you're right. It's scheduled for next week, but as last Sunday, they're supposed to have a tag team match, and all of a sudden they had a brawl outside their arena. So it was not today. But anyways, talking about traditional matches, AJ Styles last Friday became the Intercontinental Champion thanks to Hector Vasquez, who was the only one that chose AJ Styles to win the tournament. So congratulations. You are the new TV title holder right now, the internet title holder. All right. So
no, that's Zack Ryder.
Yes, there you go. Anyways, AJ Styles defeated Daniel Bryan to become the 86th Intercontinental Champion. It first started with WWE stripping the belt from Sami Zayn and then created a tournament that consisted of 8 superstars. There were some significant events that happened throughout the Intercontinental Tournament. Elias and Jeff Hardy won the first round, but were not able to compete because of an accident and accusations. Elias was hit by a car, and Hardy was accused of drinking and driving. However, it was first believed that Sheamus and King Corbin were at the same place at the same time to create such an act. It was later then the offender who was described as having a red hair and a beard. But could it be someone else? If there was anyone disgruntled, it should be Sami Zayn. Rumors in the wrestling community are saying that Zayn will be coming back soon. Sami Zayn, he is redhead. Okay. Not necessarily that he grew out his beard and made it red. I don't know. But the fact is that Sheamus never did say that he did it.
True.
So being that picture yourself, somebody stripping the belt away from you. Okay. You'll be probably upset. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a promotion. You've been there for so long. You got in trouble. Now you got a demotion. Okay.
He didn't even get in trouble. It was because he didn't want to catch the coronavirus. So he stayed home and they stripped him of the title.
You're right.
Even worse. Worse, man.
But staying away from that, I mean, the storyline is that there was a redhead and we all picked Sheamus did it, but did Sheamus really do it?
I hope so.
And then for somebody, let me see, there's two superstars at the same time, meaning that someone is trying to disrupt the tournament, but it didn't. It kept on going, you know. And the fact that Daniel Bryan beat Sheamus, AJ Styles defeated Daniel Bryan, and now we got the new Intercontinental Champion. So could we see Sami Zayn as the next opponent for AJ Styles, or could we see Drew Gulak? Because Drew Gulak did pin AJ Styles before the tournament.
That's a waste of a title shot. They're not going to put the belt on Gulak. I think they should put it on someone more believable than Gulak, personally. I'd like to see maybe a Sheamus or, someone of Sheamus, Cesaro. That I know Cesaro's not here, but someone of that caliber going for the title rather than a Gulak. Gulak will get there under the Monday Night Messiah, just not yet.
I mean, we're in a day and age where everyone's going for co-titles or whatever now. So why not Daniel Bryan and Gulak go be co-intercontinental champions?
Oh,
that's the only way I see Gulak getting there to face AJ Styles. Yeah, he beat him. So what? But who's to say that this Daniel Bryan versus AJ thing is done?
True.
I could see it keep going. These are both big names, big stars right now. So I can see that keep going. And yes, maybe we do see Sami Zayn enter the picture and he was the driver. But even if that happened, there's still the obstacle of Jeff Hardy that Sami Zayn would have to get over before getting in the IC title picture.
That's true. And Fox promoted them on the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Thursday night. They had Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. They were the race starter, the Grandmaster, I think it's called, where the gentlemen start your engines. They started the race, the two of them together. So they're really pushing those two stars. So I think this rivalry is not quite yet over.
I believe at Brooke Bailey that no way a double intercontinental belt. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's ridiculous that WWE has to go that way because the fact that you're trying to make that belt prestigious. I mean, look between Braun Strowman and Miz and Morrison. Morrison almost came out and beat Braun Strowman, but the Miz pulled him out. Okay, so that might be one encounter right there. Then we might see our first breakup in a tag team. So that's one indicator. Maybe it won't happen so soon, but just pay attention to that.
It's coming.
But to have that rule to where whoever pins them gets the belt, that's just ridiculous. And that's even for Sami Zayn to call himself an Intercontinental Champion when Cesaro and Shinsuke did most of the work. It's just unfair that you got the pin and hold the belt. I'm sorry. If I was his team, I'd be pissed off and wanted to fight him. But regardless of the situation, I do see Drew Gulak going against AJ Styles in the near future, only because he for bragging rights. But one's not to say that they create a number one contender, and maybe we see Gulak fight someone else, or maybe Daniel Bryan, or whatever the case may be.
Jinder Mahal.
There's got to be somebody. Jinder Mahal won't be around for another 2 months. So
Tyler,
I'm going to predict Jinder Mahal every single time.
I think SmackDown is much more open than Raw when it comes to something like this, because now that AJ got the target on his back, you could talk about Sami Zayn, Drew Gulak, Daniel Bryan. You can't forget about Baron Corbin. If Miz and Morrison break up, there's those two competitors,
two big contenders
going after the Intercontinental title. So you got so much angles, and then Jeff Hardy is still in this mix.
Yeah.
Too. So SmackDown is doing it right. And it's like the Intercontinental title is the big title all of a sudden. Because Bray Wyatt is going to focus on the Universal title. And then on Raw, we got nothing but factions and factions and factions and factions going up against each other, like rivals going up against each other. So I like where SmackDown's going. I've always been a Raw fan, but I like where SmackDown's going with this.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
I like it a lot.
And
very nice.
Questions. Nelson Padilla. Who's related to Padilla?
That's my nephew.
All right.
Okay.
So, Nelson, how you doing? Hey, to answer your question earlier, the feud between Sheamus and Jeff Hardy has not gone away. I expect something happening this Friday because Sheamus and them both are 1-on-1. So it was not to say to have a tiebreaker and see who's a better man.
Yep.
Or do we get an apology from Sheamus because of the fact that the test came out negative? We'll see there.
I'm positive it tasted like piss.
But
That was great. That was great.
oh,
Better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Good one, Jeff. Good one.
I just gotta say, Jeff Hardy needs to drink more water because he wasn't hydrated.
Right?
No.
Oh, that looked like that was like straight apple juice. I was like, oh wow, they didn't even try.
Anyways, speaking about titles and everything else, this Wednesday NXT we have the women's tag team championship on the line with Sasha Banks, Bayley versus Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox. That's
Title
happening
change
Wednesday night. However, the tag team champions also have a reservation for next Monday. Well, they also put their titles on line again against the Iconics.
Title change.
Shotzi and Tegan pull out an upset.
Yes,
No,
because I love it.
Move to Raw and fight the Iconics.
I don't get why they would go to NXT if it weren't for that. That's just useless. And I mean, you know how I feel about this tag team in the first place. So I think most of what they do is useless. I'd rather them not have the belt and have the Iconics go to NXT to take the belt from them. You know, but who am I? I don't get to make these decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not going to be a title change tomorrow. You know, I said on Sunday, yeah, I thought so, but after watching Raw yesterday, no. Hopefully the title change on Monday.
That would be nice. Iconic.
I don't think we shouldn't get a title change for a while because whoever wins the women's tag team titles goes on this thing where it's their championship parade where they go to every show because that belt has no show and they go defend it just like Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross did. But then they won't fade away like Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross did where they were just hosting segments on SmackDown. They still have Bayley with the SmackDown belt. So there's going to be a relevance there.
Bayley 2 belts.
Regardless.
Well, regardless of what happens on tomorrow night, we definitely going to know that the titles will be defended on Monday. And I agree with Brooke Bailey. I think neither days that title is going to be changed. Some way, somehow, Bailey's going to be sneaky or Sasha, however they do it, it's not going to be clean. But I do tell you this. If there was any time for them to lose the title, will be at Extreme Rules. And if we're going to have Sasha Banks and if we're going to have Bayley go after each other and have that feud, then I think SummerSlam will be the event, and Extreme Rules, you'll see something bad happening.
Could be.
It could be. Or it could be sooner. Who knows? But the fact is that everyone's wanting to see this match. And for some odd reason, WWE is procrastinating over and over. And that's a good buildup. But I would like to see it at an area where we see fans finally, you know. And I'm hoping that by SummerSlam, we have people in the stands or in the arenas watching these matches. But if not, Noah did say that these two could last all the way to the next WrestleMania. So, and the thing is that Braxton's been commentating or doing interviews, and she's pushing the issue so much. And I really don't like the type of questions she's using about, hey, if y'all lose, are you going to fight each other?
Right.
Like,
she wants them to fight. She wants them to fight.
Like, is that journalism or is that some fake stuff that you're asking? I mean, that was
You
too
are
direct.
fake news. Fake news.
So, anyways, also that was happening was Asuka remained as the champion. She defended her title versus Nia Jax. But for Nia Jax, she reminded me of King Corbin. She's getting frustrated. Now she's just turning her attention to the referees. I mean, it's Nia Jax lost? Is she's going crazy? What's the deal?
She's literally pushing her own weight around on everybody, and I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? This is not becoming a wrestling match or anything. It's just becoming a person who go around and just throw their own weight around against anybody they want. And Asuka's holding her own, and I thank you for that. Shoot, she's doing it to hold her own, holding that title.
Yeah, I'd rather have Asuka than Nia, but overall, that match was horrible. That match was like, if I could give negative stars, I'd give negative stars because I'd want my money back after watching that match. I hate double countouts. That is the worst possible ending for a match.
So not only a double countout, then to go to Raw and have it be a roll up.
Right.
No.
Right. That's second worst. Roll ups are the worst.
Yeah, but hold on. It was a fast count by the referee.
Well, he got pushed.
Jack pissed him off.
I hate it.
And that's what happens. Listen, I learned sports. You don't piss off the referees. You don't piss off anybody that has any type of charge of control because you're going to get burned.
But Frank, it's better to be pissed off than get pissed on. So,
of course.
All right, hey, so check this out. Our last topic is the Messiah, Seth Rollins. Finally, we got to see Dominic Mysterio come up and he attacked from behind, hit and run. That's what he actually did.
Awesome.
Made the disciples look stupid in the ring. I thought I was watching the
Three Stooges.
Worse than the Three Stooges. I thought it was the Roadrunner and the Coyote, man. I mean, that's exactly what I saw.
Benny Hill's playing in the background.
Anyways, but check this out. I mean, now we got to see Dominic. Do we see Dominic now wrestle and take charge? Or do we see Rey Mysterio stepping up with one eye and then challenge Seth Rollins to Extreme Rules?
Oh, well, that probably still happens. That's probably still going to be a thing. But Dominic, it will either be at ringside or will be a part of that match. It might be the Disciples versus Ray and his son, So Dominic's here to stay now. He's stepped in the ring and he has attacked a wrestler. Now it is officially he is a WWE superstar. Let's see what he's got.
He looked 100 times better
last
night than what he did when he showed up earlier in the year.
F5.
And he got F5. That kid, let me tell you, hit and run on Seth Rollins, and like Obi said, he made the rest of the Disciples look horrible.
I'm ready.
All right, I am ready to see Dominic.
Time for the new era of Mysterio.
What I don't understand is the Messiah was trying his best to recruit Dominic. If someone was to tell you eye for an eye, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be on your team.
Right.
He's after you, man.
Well, don't you see the same scenario back in the day when the Nexus and John Cena?
Yes. Oh, man. He'll be the one to dismantle them. That would be incredible. Where he joins them and destroys them from the inside.
Well, I could just see Seth Rollins doing what he got to do just to get, his son on that team. You know what I'm saying? And make him turn against his dad for a whole minute.
Oh, no.
John Cena was a Nexus, and he had to do what he had to do. He had to do way better. It's just a possibility. Just let's think outside the box for a second. It could happen. Seth Rollins, he's just a dirty snake, and I love it.
I'm excited to hear Dom's entrance music. He could have Rey Mysterio's old entrance music. Who's that jumping out the sky? DOY. I'd love it. I would love it.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go on that bandwagon there, and Hector, and I'm gonna support you on that. I think that if Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio have a match, that before Seth Rollins dismantle Rey Mysterio, that Dominic be like, "Look, I will be in your team. Just leave my dad alone." I think he's that of a sucker to do that, and I think I can see that. What's up, Frank?
I think it might be the other way around.
Seriously?
What?
Yeah.
That Seth deserts the Disciples?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not that crazy. Because y'all looking like I'm crazy now.
Well,
where you're gonna have maybe.
I'm trying to trace the numbers. Hold on.
No, well, maybe now that Seth Rollins is ticked off, he's gonna go after Dominic. Okay, so instead of getting Dominic with him, he might end up getting Ray with him. Think about that.
Well, I don't know about that. Seth has been preaching that this is the new era. He's the opposite of what we saw with Christian and Randy Orton. He's like, I want the new up and coming future of the WWE on my side, and that's Dominic. I mean, how many times has Rey Mysterio gotten injured and had to sit out? He's getting up there. He wants Dominic on his side.
I guess
good point. I mean, that's bottom line what he was trying to say yesterday. But after an attack, I think things change. So we'll see about that. But hey, real quick around one person, or if you agree or disagree, from here on out between now and Extreme Rules, what could we see significant that can happen in Raw between now and Extreme Rules? Frank.
Lashley wins the belt and goes against.
Ooh.
All right.
Against Lesnar.
Hector?
I think Benjamin is going to be a champ, and he's going to be with MVP.
All right. Tyler?
I think Randy's going to be kicking some skulls off of some legends' heads in the next few weeks here, and I can't wait.
What's up, Jace?
I think I don't know if Extreme Rules is the right timetable, but Randy is going to find himself fighting with the Messiah and the future of the WWE. As if he kills all the legends, he will become the legend.
Ooh, he becomes the Monday Night Messiah.
All right. Let's move over to SmackDown real quick. We already know The Fiend's going to make his appearance this Friday. I'm going to tell you right now, that storyline is going to still continue between him and Braun Strowman. Besides that storyline, Frank, what do you see could happen in SmackDown?
Hopefully we'll get to see Bayley and Sasha Banks.
You want him to retain?
No, I want them to go against each other.
Oh.
Okay. Hector?
I want to see Matt Riddle make a big splash and go after somebody.
Bro. All right, Tyler?
I think it's time for Sheamus to take out the trash and take care of Jeff Hardy. Time for him to go after a big title.
Hey, who knows? He could probably go after AJ Styles.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see it.
One title, but it's not going to happen anytime soon, man.
No, but Jeff Hardy first, and then time for a title.
What's up with you, Big J?
I want to see The Fiend and Braun come face to face. Last time it was Bray. I want to see The Fiend come out for Braun.
Well, I'm interested to see Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I don't like the outside distraction or anything. I just want them to in the ring, going at it. Let's go. Let's get the storyline over with. Beat each other's ass. Let's see who's the better woman in the ring.
The remaining two from Tough Enough. They're the only survivors. Will and Velveteen. See
a no-holds-barred match between them two?
Yes. I would love to see it.
Extreme Rules is coming up, so hey,
with
you never
Dolph Ziggler and Otis at ringside.
With Mandy Rose, I am in for.
On board.
Sure.
On board. Sign me up. I bought my ticket yesterday.
Yeah.
Pillow fight.
All right, fellas, stand by real quick as we're about to end our show. I would like to thank all the listeners for tuning in to the HHW show. Hey, visit HHWShow.com to get all the latest news, rumors, predictions, and everything around the sportscast around the nation. On behalf of the HHW crew, I'm Ovi Muniz. Hey, take care, everyone. Thank you for watching the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show.
Visit the HHWShow.com sportscast where you can find all the news, rumors, updates, and predictions from the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show, all board downs, join about the G-Men, and keys to the city. If you ever want to do a podcast, this is the place to do it. Starting at $15 a month, you can get unlimited hosting and $50 a month for the full package. Visit CloverCrestMedia.com for more information.
A big thank you to the StreamYard for their fine streaming service. On behalf of HHW crew, I am Ovi Muniz. Thank you for listening to the Hard Hittin' Wrestling Show.